So if you're trying to decide which one you should buy, definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a comparison between these two WOCs, or wallet on chains. This one here is from Saint Laurent and this one here is from Chanel. I'm going to take you through dimensions and details of the bag. I'll take you through pros and cons. I'll show you what fits. I'll give you some modeling shots and in the end tell you which one would be my recommended purchase. Alright, so let's start with some close-ups. Starting first with my Saint Laurent wallet on chain. Mine here is in the color Latte. The leather is Grain de Poudre or the Saint Laurent pebbled leather. It comes with shiny gold hardware. That is so beautiful. It's got this chevron pattern in the front and it looks very much like an envelope. This is what it looks like on the side. This is the back. It's got no pockets. The other side as well as the bottom. On the inside is a snap button closure. The snap button says Saint Laurent. There is Saint Laurent hot stamped on the inside over there and debossed over here. It says made in Italy. It does come with a very beautiful, substantial, heavy gold shoulder strap. This shoulder strap is detachable, so you would do so by undoing these stud buttons over here. It is technically mostly non-adjustable, but if you wanted to lengthen it by an inch or so, you could undo this stud button over here and move the setting across over there. So that would just give you an extra inch in length if you wanted to. There are a lot of card slots in there. There are 10 card slots at the back. And there's a slip pocket over there. There are two main compartments. The back compartment is slightly wider than the front compartment. There's a zipper compartment here. The inside of the bag, say over here, I think it's lined in a type of leather. As far as I can tell, it's leather. But sometimes you never know. So if you follow a Tanner leather sign, sometimes something we assume to be leather turns out to not be leather. In this zipper compartment though, that is lined in fabric. The zipper is pretty nice and smooth, and on the pull as well, it does say Saint Laurent. Moving on to my Chanel wallet on chain. Mine here is in patent leather. The color is dark peach and it comes with silver hardware. It has a diamond quilted pattern, which is very classic of the Chanel fashion house, and on the side that's what it looks like. On the back it does have a Mona Lisa pocket, and that's what it looks like on the other side, and it has no feet. And compared to the Saint Laurent WOC, the Chanel wallet on chain does have a little bit of expandability when it comes to the base of the bag. On the inside, mine is the old Chanel wallet on chain, so it has a snap button closure instead of the newer ones that have a magnetic closure. I think the magnetic closure version is better because with these snap button closures, they do loosen, like mine is quite loose now, and the bag pops open quite easily if it's very stuffed. On the button closure, it does say Chanel Paris. It is lined with smooth leather on the inside here, and there's Chanel hot stamped in silver. There's a zipper pocket over here, and that's very deep, so it goes all the way down to the base of the bag. The Chanel wallet on chain comes with this beautiful chain strap with interwoven leather. The Chanel strap is not detachable and not adjustable in length. In terms of card slots, the Chanel wallet on chain has 6 card slots at the back. There is a large main compartment and then a slip pocket over here, plus a zipper pocket over here, plus another slip pocket on the front over here. So there's quite a lot of organization. With regards to dimensions, this wallet on chain measures 22.5 centimeters in length, 14 centimeters in height, and 5 centimeters in depth at its widest point. And the strap drop of the Saint Laurent wallet on chain is approximately 50 centimeters. With the Chanel wallet on chain, it measures 19 centimeters in length, 12 centimeters in height, and when I expand out the base, it is 4 centimeters in depth. The strap drop for the Chanel wallet on chain is approximately 62 centimeters. Here's a size comparison between the two bags. So if I put them side by side, you can see that the Saint Laurent wallet on chain is slightly taller and slightly longer. And it's really obvious if I stack them like this, and you can have a look at depth as well. And with the Chanel WOC in front of the Saint Laurent WOC, both bags come in many iterations from their respective fashion houses. The Saint Laurent WOC, as far as I'm aware, only comes in the pebbled leather, but it does come in many different colors and a lot of different hardware as well. There's gold, silver, and also plated, so tonal hardware that's the same color with the bag itself. The other thing to be very careful about with the Saint Laurent wallet on chain is that there are so many iterations of it. There's this one, and then there's one with a different base, and then there's one with card slots on the back of the bag as well as the front side of the bag. And then there's some that has only a single compartment, so this front compartment here is missing. So when you look at the Saint Laurent wallet on chains, I would highly recommend that you choose it really, really carefully. I do have an in-depth review of this bag already on my channel, and I'll link it in the description box below. The Chanel wallet on chain, I mean, this is a classic bag. It comes in so many versions. Mine here is in patent leather, but it comes in lambskin, it comes in caviar, tweed as well, and I'm pretty sure there's like satin and lots of other materials, probably even plastic. I'm kidding. But yes, there's so many iterations of this bag on the market. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Dani. I love talking about handbags and accessories. I like talking about contemporary brands, dupes, as well as luxury designer handbags. So if you like this kind of content, certainly subscribe, turn on notifications, and I would love to have you back on my channel over and over again. Now I'm going to change the camera angle so I can show you what fits. Okay, so let's see what fits in these two bags. Just looking at the bag side by side, so the Saint Laurent wallet on chain is slightly bigger, it is longer. It is not as deep in the sense that the Chanel wallet on chain can expand. So my phone over here, this is an iPhone 13 mini, and it's got a medium size case on it, and then a card holder. I might put that back here. My key clay, a bag holder, my key fob, lippy. I lost my small bottle of hand sanitizer, so this is the next one up that I've got, and I would say this is the maximum I would put in. The bag is like, it's all right. It's starting to deform just a little bit. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people buy the Saint Laurent wallet on chain to maybe abuse a little bit. I've seen some wallet on chains stuffed so much that they look like hamburgers. So, you know, if you really want to put this much in your bag, just so you know it does fit, if your button ends up loosening like my Chanel wallet on chain, this might just pop open, so just bear that in mind. So it's feeling quite tense at the moment. Realistically, I think what's comfortable, I'll show you how I pack it. I'll probably take out my hand sanitizer and just rely on hand sanitizers that are in the shops everywhere. We kind of have that luxury in Australia. I would probably not bring my clay. I would probably bring my cash and coins in this compartment over here. And then, yeah, and if I wanted to pare down even more, I'd probably place the cards from my card holder into the card slots. And then I can place my key fob in the front. And yeah, I think that's a much more comfortable fit. Yeah, so that's much better. Now let's see. I'm going to move it all across to the Chanel wallet on chain. Okay, so my Chanel wallet on chain, what I've already done is I've gone ahead and put some cards in the card slots. A couple of things I want to point out. So this is a plastic card, and it's the same size as a regular credit card. I'm obviously not showing you my own credit card, and therefore I'm using this as a substitute. This one here is like a cardboard membership card, loyalty card. This one here is from Gongcha. If you didn't know, the credit cards are actually slightly shorter than these sort of membership cards. With the Chanel wallet on chain, these sort of plastic cards slide in really easily into these slots. But with this one, it is really tight. And you do have to take a bit of time pushing it in and out. And I can imagine if the bag is really full, it's really annoying to do this. But let me keep going. So there you go. If I wanted my Gongcha on that night, I can have my Gongcha. But essentially, I put my imaginary essential cards in these card slots. So for example, I'll need a credit card, my driver's license, as well as my insurance card. And, you know, if I wanted to, maybe a loyalty card. And then very importantly, my phone. Maybe a card holder. A lippy. My car keys are important. And that's probably what would fit. So yeah, that's what it would fit. Again, this hand sanitizer is way too bulky. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not going to work unless I had a smaller hand sanitizer bottle. Yeah, and the key clay is not going to fit in. Oh, will it? Yeah, well. Oh, well, it will fit in. Okay, so yeah, that's what it would fit. There you go. So my Chanel wallet and chain button's really loose, so if I packed it this full, it's not going to stay for long. It'll just pop open really easily. But that's what it would fit, especially if you had the magnetic closure. And if I wanted to carry cash and coins, I'd probably put it in this compartment over here. Yeah, with that exercise, you can see that the Saint Laurent wallet on chain fits that just bit more compared to the Chanel wallet on chain. Before that what fits exercise, I wasn't actually sure which one was going to fit more. I actually thought the Chanel wallet on chain was going to fit more because it has that extra depth. But the Saint Laurent wallet on chain has ended up fitting more, I think, because of the extra length of the bag. Now let's keep talking about some of its similarities, differences, pros and cons. The other pro of this bag is that the chain strap is completely detachable, which means that you can use it as a clutch if you wanted to. With the Chanel wallet on chain, the strap is a big annoying issue for me. It's one of the gripes. So I already said earlier on that this strap is not adjustable and not detachable. For a short person like me, this strap is too long, but it is a known issue that this strap is too long. If I wanted to, I could tie a knot and that would fix that problem, but it depends on whether you mind this aesthetic or not. If I'm using this bag on a casual basis, I'm not going to really mind the knot, but if I'm taking it to a formal event, I'm not going to really want this there. But that's just me. The other issue is that the bag is not fixed on the strap, so you can just sort of keep pulling on the chain, and when you go and pick up the bag just gets away from you. In order to actually have some purchase on the bag, I have to grab the bag itself. For me, when I pick up a bag, the first thing I like to reach for is the heaviest portion of the bag so that, you know, I don't pick it up and it's then swinging pendulously all over the place. So in this situation, the chain is really heavy. So in this situation, I would prefer to grab the chain to pick up the bag. But in this situation, because I can't get a purchase on the bag, I have to pick up the bag for the chain to be swinging around like crazy. And this is one of the features of this bag that truly annoys me. The other thing about it not being detachable, some people say, well, if you want to use it as a clutch, you can tuck the chains into the bag. But the bag is already so small, and all that chain takes up so much room in the bag already, and you're going to lose capacity when you do that. So something else to bear in mind. Both of these bags of mine have a snap button closure. So that's my Saint Laurent one and that's my Chanel one. With the experience that I've got with the Chanel wallet on chain, in that this button closure is really loose already, I have no doubt that over time, maybe after 10 to 15 years of use, that's going to be the same problem that happens with this bag over here. So the pro is that Chanel currently makes their wallet on chains with the magnetic closure, so we shouldn't be having this problem anymore. I, at some stage, am considering taking this back to Chanel to ask them to replace that snap button closure for me. So the Chanel wallet on chain does have a back pocket, so this is the Mona Lisa pocket, but we're not meant to use it because it's really tight, it's really small. My iPhone 13 mini compared to the back pocket, so we're not really going to be able to fit a phone in there. You can put like parking tickets or a bus ticket or something along those lines in that little pocket over there. One other advantage of the Chanel wallet on chain over the Saint Laurent wallet on chain is that the Chanel wallet on chain can stand vertically on its own versus the Saint Laurent one, which has to be laid down on its back. The other significant disadvantage goes to the Chanel wallet on chain, and that's because of its crazy price. How much is it now? Over 4,000 Australian dollars. Holy cow, I'm wrong. The Chanel wallet on chain is now 5,180 Australian dollars. Insanity, insanity. Oh my gosh. And my version of the Saint Laurent wallet on chain on the official YSL.com website is 2,160 Australian dollars. So the Chanel wallet on chain, and it's a really long strap drop. So it looks like, oh, it's practically touching my knees. Crossbody, similar. It's like, it's really low. Oh, sitting below my bottom. So the Saint Laurent wallet on chain, much better strap drop. Look at that. So yeah, I like that. And crossbody, it sits really nice and high. And given that I'm so short, I like wearing my bags high. Just makes my legs look a little bit longer. How about that? All right, I'll show you them together. Okay, look at the difference in strap drop. And if I wear them both, I crossbody them. Yeah, so that's the difference in strap drop. It's quite significant. So between these two, which one would I recommend? I think hands down, I would recommend the Saint Laurent wallet on chain. Yeah, it fits more. It's much better priced. It is extremely beautiful. So yeah, this is the one that I would go for. Certainly, if you really want the Chanel wallet on chain and this is the one that makes your heart sing, always go for the one that you love. If I lost both of these bags, I probably wouldn't buy them back. And that's personally because you know, I don't need such small bags anymore. And I feel like I've had my time with these two bags. And if I was given another chance, I would prefer to go and explore other bags. Let me know in the comment section, are you team Saint Laurent wallet on chain or are you team Chanel wallet on chain? Now, if you're really in the market looking for clutches, my next video coming up is going to be on a review of my Louis Vuitton Rossmore clutch. And I would say that this is a strong contender comparing it to these two bags over here. So if you're interested, certainly subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you'll be informed when the video about this bag goes live. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It will really help out my channel and also this video spread further to other people. Thank you so much for your support. And on screen, I'm going to leave a couple more videos. So one of them is going to be an in-depth review of this Saint Laurent wallet on chain, if this is the one that you're more interested in. And the other video is going to be on my Chanel wallet on chain, if this is the one that you're more interested in.